The Dhammapada Sutra spoken by the Buddha. Chapter 18, verses 235 to 255. Beginning from verse 235. You have become even like a dried foliage. The heralds of doom themselves are standing right before you. Confounded, you are now waiting on the rough, bony, thorny track to proceed, and you have no sustenance for the journey. Verse 236. Seeing this, you should construct for yourself a solid isle. A solid isle. Be active, diligent, and achieve understanding. Be a distinguished scholar of great wit and learning. Purified, rid of all your errors, now free and spotless. You may proceed to the pure land, the paradise of the distinguished in virtue, the holy, most admirable. Verse 237. You are currently experiencing the end of your existence. You are standing right before the monarch of doom. As you proceed on the journey, there is no haven for rest or relaxation, and you have no sustenance for the journey. Verse 238. Seeing this, you should construct for yourself a solid isle. Be active, diligent, and achieve understanding. Be a distinguished scholar of great wit and learning. Purified, rid of all your errors, now free and spotless, you shall no longer experience growing old and dying due to rebirth. Verse 239. Slowly, gradually, second after second, a man dwelling in wisdom should purify himself and rid himself of all flaws, precisely like a silversmith cleans his metals. Verse 240. Rust created, growing on a metallic or on a metal or metallic substance, originates from the substance, but again consumes it gradually and thoroughly. Likewise, a man depraved and wayward in character, lacking self-control by his very misdeeds, ends up in hell. Verse 241. Absence of repetition is the flaw, the ultimate ruin of divine writings. Absence of maintenance is the flaw, the ultimate ruin of houses and structures in general. The flaw, the ultimate ruin of glamour is sloth. And the flaw, that is the ultimate ruin of a watchman, is inattentiveness. 242. Verse 242, the flaw, that is the ultimate ruin of a lady, is bad behavior or ill-bred conduct. The flaw, that is the ultimate ruin of a lady, is bad behavior or ill-bred conduct. The flaw, that is the ultimate ruin of a benefactor, is miserliness. In the present life and in the future life, that is the afterlife, minds plagued by evil are truly flawed, ultimately ruined. Verse 243. Yet ignorance, the greatest flaw and ultimate ruin, is the flaw of flaws, the floor of floors. Extirpating this floor, be liberated and rid of floors. Rid of the ultimate ruin, because that is monks and nuns. Verses 244 and 245. For one without shame, one with the ego champion mentality and arrogance, a braggart, ill-bred, disrespectful, and morally bankrupt. Existence is relaxed and fun. But it is rough, it is tough for one who is responsible, mindful, accountable, ever aspiring to be holy, to live holy, self-controlled, of impeccable character and judgment. Verses 246 and 247. One who kills, lies, steals, or robs in this life on earth commits adultery and is a drunkard, a drunk. Only extirpates himself in this life on earth, in the present time and place. Verse 248. Therefore, grasp this point, friend. Grasp this point. Humans lacking self-control are vicious, obviously bad. Let not craving, clinging, and misdeeds get you into sadness, into endless distress. Let not craving, clinging, and misdeeds get you into endless distress. Verses 249 and 250. Humans donate or offer in proportion to their power or strength of belief, or in accordance with their capability. If a man thus gets upset or dissatisfied with nutritional resources or sustenance belonging to other humans, only being donated by them in charity, then he will not find tranquility or serenity in concentration, by sunlight or by moonlight. However, one who has extirpated that kind of attitude, has uprooted it completely and cast it off, he will find tranquility and serenity in concentration, by sunlight and by moonlight. Verse 251. There is no flame like craving, no snare, no bond like fury. There is no netting, no trap like the absence of knowledge, no brook like hankering. Verse 252. It is pretty easy to spot the errors of others. Like corn husks gathered away from seeds, a man easily sifts the errors of others. However, he slyly conceals his own errors, like a crooked player concealing a dreadful move. Verse 253. Observing the errors of other humans and ever seeing something wrong with them, a man's wandering and imaginary thoughts simply multiply. And he is far, far away from the termination of such reasoning. Verse 254. There is no route visible in the heavens. Likewise, there is no externally religious personality. A man is not religious because others see it that way from the outside, but because he is so from within. Humans generally find delight in manifold blessings, whereas the Buddhas are liberated and rid of these things. Concluding verse 255. There is no route visible in the heavens. Likewise, there is no externally religious personality. The memory, intellect, and their processes are impermanent. Nevertheless, the Buddhas do not waver. The Buddhas do not waver within.